Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's coach training. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes to let a few more people come on, and then we're going to get started. So make sure you've got your hot tea or active fiber like I do, and be in a really nice place that you can be present, have your notepads ready, because we're going to go through some really great stuff tonight. Really excited. All right, guys, I'm going to get into it because we have a couple of other calls on tonight as well. But firstly, for the guys that don't know me, my name's Jess. I live on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. I've been a part of the Herbalife community now for over 4 years, 5 years coming up in September. Can't believe it. It's been such a ride. And I'm really excited to, really be a part of your journey for the next 4 weeks and give you as much value and knowledge and I guess just really implement some stuff that I know that's really helped me along the way, and the basics of what this coach training is going to teach you, so you can be a better leader, so you can be a better example, a better coach. If you're brand new or if you've been in the business for a while, it doesn't matter. All of this still is the same. But yeah, big congratulations for your commitment to actually, commit yourself to this 4-week academy. I know there are some live and other sort of areas, which is great too. So, being on the online one, I love the fact that it's recorded. So for the mums and for people maybe who miss out on the Monday night calls, this is just great. And I tried to do it on a Sunday, sort of at night time, so we could get a few more people actually live, because I really want to hear from you guys so I can see where you guys are at in your business, so I can really tailor it to the people that are, taking advantage of this training, and I can, help you guys as much as possible, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to talk a lot about personal development, personal growth, self-love, working on yourself. But the first thing I want you guys to write down in your book is, I just want you to write one thing that you would like, to get out of this 4-week academy. So just one thing that you would like, and I would love you guys to actually share that. So there's a little button, it should be a hand, and you can raise it. And I'd love you guys just to share, why you're on here tonight, why you're taking your time out in your business to be a part of this academy, your name, where you're from, and one thing you'd like to, gain from this 4-week academy, or something I can give you, hopefully. So I'm going to start from the top. So Amanda Pierce, I'm going to unmute you. If you could share, hon, that would be great. You should be unmuted. Okay, maybe we'll try Clay.
Awesome. Hey guys, it's Clay here from the Sunshine Coast. So for me, I really want to just sort of go back to the basics. Treat myself like a new coach again, and just get back to the basics. So the things that I want to get out of this is, like you said, I just want to be the best coach that I can be. So thank you very much.
That's so fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Carly, come on in.
Hi guys, my name's Carly. I'm from Cairns. We just had that amazing, we did a day trip to Townsville for the kickoff, and that was absolutely amazing. And then today I did 3 honest evaluations on family members.
That's so cool, Carly. Thank you for sharing. Can you just tell me one thing you want to gain from this academy?
One thing that I want to gain from this academy is to get more clients.
Okay,
Yeah.
so learn how to get some more clients. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing. All right, Samantha, come on in.
Hey guys, it's Samantha from Cairns. I'm so excited, Jess. So thank you. So I really want to learn how to improve my time management skills. So I'm a first-time mum, and I'm juggling the business, and I'm had heaps of wellnesses booked in, and all of this stuff. And yeah, so my time management. I want to learn to improve all my health coach skills, and I want to learn to become the best mentor. I've just signed up my first business builder, and yeah, so I just want to be the best that I can be for her, especially. So yeah, thank you.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Okay, beautiful Sandy, come on in.
Hi, gorgeous Jess. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited about this call because I am exactly the same as Clay. I want to go back to basics. I just want to be the best coach I can possibly be. Learn, keep doing what we're doing, but just keep going back to the basics. Stop, over analyzing things. So yeah, that's why I'm on. So thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Sandy. So good to have you on. Okay, let's have a look. I'll try you again, Amanda, see if we can get you on. If you just speak, you might be on your phone. Sometimes it can be a bit hard. If not, if you want to just type in the chat, that's no problems. Okay, how about, now I think it's Sab. Can I unmute you? Steve-O? Might be two of
Hi
you there.
everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, cool. My name's Sabrina and I'm from Cairns. This is my first health coach call, so I'm not too sure what to expect, but I guess I just want to learn how to progress and how to effectively help other people in the right way that works.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm just writing all these down so I can, help you guys all with what you're asking for. Em and Dom, I'm gonna unmute you.
Hey guys, I'm here from South Australia. We're just on here to sort of set a good example for our team. We've done these coach academies back to back for I don't even know how long, just forever now, and we get something new out of each one. So we're just looking to really, up our leadership skills and set a good example for our team. So thank you.
Awesome, guys. So good to have you on. Okay, I think that's everyone. Just raise your hand. Larissa, you're on your iPhone, but I'll try to unmute you. If you can just come in and just share something you'd like to get out of the 4 weeks, and then we'll get into it.
Hi, my name's Larissa. I'm from Cairns. This is my first one that I've been on, and I would just like to learn more about being a coach and hopefully helping other people to become one as well.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. So everyone's got some, there's a few new people on here, which is really exciting. There's some people that are just getting back to basics, or just some people who are wanting to set an example, which I want to give you a huge clap because it's so awesome. I have so much respect that you want to be a good leader and a good mentor for your team. That's just showing the type of person that you are and the people you're going to attract in your business as well. So it's awesome. So I just love this. So just, if you're going to write some notes, which you are, because that's something I want you guys to really do, you're not going to be able to take all of this in. Really listen to this, okay? I want you to constantly ask yourself these questions. Who am I around? What are they doing to me? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? Where do they have me going? And what do they have me thinking? So think of that. And then most important, what do they have me becoming? Ask yourself the big question. Is this okay? Is this in line with your goals? Is this in line with what you want? Because your life does not get better by chance, okay? It doesn't. It gets better by change. It gets better by growth. It gets better by you setting an intention to grow and to overcome things so you do grow. All right. So the first thing I want you to understand, being a part of, Herbalife, being a part of a business, is that you're going to learn a lot. All right. The first year is like an apprenticeship. The first year is about you learning what you like, learning about yourself, learning about working with different types of people, following a system, maybe employing yourself. We heard a bit about time management. So there's going to be a lot of little things that are going to get you, thinking. So this quote for me really just stands out to the point of your surroundings, like where you're living right now. Is it a positive place? Does it make you feel good? Is it clean or is it dirty? Are you around negative people? Maybe your workplace, like, do you absolutely hate what you do or do you enjoy it? Because all of this affects who you are, and it affects the mindset. And that is key in this business. It's about you working on yourself harder than the business. And I'm going to go through that a lot in the next 4 weeks. So, just really think about that. And I want you to take some time. Who are you around? So maybe the 5 people that you spend the most time with. How do they affect you? Do they push you forward? Do they make you feel good? Do they support you? Do they make you want to be a better person? Or do they put you down? Or do you, maybe just live a lifestyle that doesn't represent who you are? Okay, so have a think about that. I love that. You can go into that in many details. But tonight's topic's all about belief. Because I can give you so much information and you can go to events and trainings, and you will in your time in this business. But if you don't believe that you can, you're not going to, okay? Because you've got to believe it. You've got to absolutely believe that you can be successful and believe in your goals and whatever that is for you. If that's, helping a couple of people or getting to supervisor or getting to president's team, okay? You've got to believe it. And I mean, really believe it. And sometimes this can take time, and it might be you achieving certain things that grows that belief in you. Okay. So being a part of this Coach Academy, you've taken a step of intention to grow. All right. So I put a few different photos here. One of them was, I guess, my family. So down the bottom there, that's my 2 brothers and my sister. I left home at 17, okay, and I haven't lived near my family in 10 years. And I honestly, like, back in my head, I think, I really would have liked to, but when I was in the Navy, my family lived here in Queensland, and there just wasn't postings this way. So, with the direction of getting into Herbalife and being able to leave the Navy, I now live in the Sunshine Coast and I get to live near my family. So, that's huge for me. That's a choice. That's something that's happened for me from, growing and being a part of this business. We were stuck at the world team position for 2 years. And, as these 4 weeks go on, I'll share different parts of my journey with you. But, that's a picture of me and my rising star. You get like a little bag thing. So cool. And that active world team rising star experience with my partner was amazing. We got treated like absolute royalty, like we were president's team. We got to share our story. We got to meet some people. We went to Melbourne. We got to see the way the business was done over there. It was a big step into why we set up a centre when we moved to Adelaide. So there was lots of little things that happened from us, qualifying for that. We've just started a mountain fit and a fit club here, and we've done them, different stages of our business. The guys that are on here from Cairns, I used to be a part of the Edmonton Fit Club. That's rocking still down there. So I love seeing that. I'm really into the outdoors, and so is my partner. So we just started a mountain fit, and I just got a brand new friend that I'm working with, and we're just surrounding myself around good people. Like, I look at my life now, and the people and those questions I ask you, they're all forward for me, and that's because I've made that choice and that decision and grown. So belief is absolutely key for you, and it is just a decision, guys. It's just a decision, and you get to decide, fast, slow, wherever you want to be, whatever income you want. If you're working and you're doing this part-time, fantastic. This is an extra income you can have that can help you get that house, get that holiday. Me and my partner are traveling to Europe soon, and that's because of Herbalife. So whatever it is for you, whatever your goals are, it all comes down to the Herbalife system. And one thing me and Clay have always done in our business, because you're going to have concepts change. So your fit clubs and your shake parties and your weight loss challenges, those sort of things that you do to attract people to have that conversation, to get that invitation. But the system's never changed. This is proven. This is what's been going on for 37 years, yeah? So this is it. And we always got told by our mentors, Caroline, that if you miss a step, you go slower. And if you've got big goals, you just got to follow it. So obviously everything started with an invitation. Someone invited you to something. If it was a fit club, a shake party, could have been a skin party, could have been an information session, something that had some amazing, products there, or some stories, something that exposed you to our community. And from that is the Coach Academy. So you guys are on the right step, okay? So that's part of it. And we've got our monthly kickoffs or SDSs, depending what's going on in your local area. And then, if you're plugging into a system and working with your upline, you're going to get to that supervisor position, which is so exciting. And then you get more training. So every step that you get to, you get a higher level training to push you and grow you more into the next step. So everything in Herbalife is just a progression of you growing. So some people grow really fast, and sometimes that has a lot to do with what they did before they even came into Herbalife. And some people take longer to learn the lessons, longer to outgrow themselves, longer to learn the skills, longer to understand this type of business. It isn't for everyone. And then we've got the events. We've got Extravaganza. Oh my gosh, what is it? 11 days I leave in Bangkok. Put your hands up or shout me some love if you're coming. Can't wait to see you. And then we have our Spectacular, which is in Adelaide, and that's the start of the year. Okay, so if you miss these events, no problems, but you're just going to go slower. So if you want to go fast, just listen to the people above you. If they're telling you this event is important for you and your goals, I don't know all your goals, so wherever your goals are, just trust in them. They've done it. Sometimes people will tell you things and you're not really sure. But if, everyone wants you to do your best, okay? And then obviously you've got your world team trainings, and we've got the leadership development weekends now, which you only have to be a member for, which are just high level. We've got the world team training happening in August. So if you're not yet a world team member, just speak to your upline and they'll tell you how to do that, because that's going to be amazing. That's going to be, really high level. And then we have our Future Get team. So we have an online Future Get team that we do, and sometimes they do a Future Get team retreat, Future Meal team, and Future Press team. So wherever you are, just what I want you to do with this, if you haven't seen it before, or you have, just really look at it and have a look at your last year and, just tick them off. Like, what did I do? What didn't I do? What could I do better? And just keep following it and doing it over and over and over again. Because sometimes we get a bit complacent and we think, oh, no, it's fine. Like, I'll just miss Coach Academy this month. Well, that's what your team are going to do too. So like Em and Dom were talking about how they want to set an example. By them being on here, then their team eventually are going to come on here as well. And then they're going to learn the skills they need to. So it's really important. So the other question I want to ask you guys tonight is, why not you? Okay, so these photos are so funny. So this is me and my partner Clay. We met when we were in the Navy. I found Herbalife for the business opportunity. Okay, and we were spending about 6 to 9 months apart. It was just terrible. And, I had 6 months going until my discharge had came out for the Defence Force. And I found a flyer which was for Herbalife. And honestly, I had no idea about nutrition, no idea about business, no idea about what this would lead our life into. But I just went to an information session. I met Caroline, and I just had this feeling. I just had this feeling that got me super excited that I had found the vehicle, one, to, you know, pursue another journey outside of the Navy since I was about to get out, you know, be able to do something and actually see my partner. And 3, maybe start dreaming again, maybe be able to actually achieve some of the goals that I had. Me and Clay aren't top recruiters. Me and Clay aren't top recruiters. We're just normal people who found this opportunity and we were consistent. One thing we've always done is, if it's not me there, Clay's there. We've never missed an event. We've always gone, okay? So that's been absolutely key for us, and we've been able to duplicate that with people who are like us and have big goals and want to help people. So, you know, when writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold you back. Don't let them hold that pen, because if you don't take charge, if you don't make decisions, if you don't make choices, someone else is going to, you know, do that for you. And why would you do that? We have one life. Make the most of it. And, you know, I always think of, like, what if, you know, I hadn't found that flyer? Where would I be? Would I have joined the Navy? Would me and Clay be together? So that one thing that the universe directed me to, I ran in with an intention to change. And I knew there was going to be challenges, and I knew there was going to be growth, but I was just excited. So if you've just started, I'm sure you're in that zone of just excitement, which is so cool. But I basically want you to believe that you can succeed in whatever it is that you want from this business. Because honestly, you especially if you come to Extravaganza, the stories you're going to hear, the people you're going to meet, you know, every single one of us can do it. So if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So goals are key. If you don't have goals, you're like all over the place. You don't have any direction. You don't have a clear plan. So you should be writing goals regularly. You start of the month, halfway through the month, and the end of the month, you know, every quarter. And, you know, the best way we do this is something me and my partner do, is we rate ourselves 1 to 10. So I've just given an example here. So we go through all the different areas of our life. So for example, your health, all right? So you might hear the term level 10, all right? So that's what we sort of work on. So we're always progressing to be better leaders, better people, better together, better in this world, you know, for your product result especially. So for example, today, and everyone, I want you to do this. I want you to rate yourself 1 to 10 for your water. So did you hit if you're meant to have 3 liters or 4 liters? If you did, 10. If maybe a little bit under, 9. You know, you'll know what it is for you. Whatever you do, don't lie to yourself, okay? Be honest. All right? And then your food. How was your food today? Did you eat wholesome, great food that's for your goals? Did you know, if you're hitting a certain protein target, whatever, did you hit that? Did you move your body today? Did you go for a walk? Did you do any exercise? Did you stretch, some yoga? Did you use your products correctly? Did you have your 2 smoothies or your 1 smoothie or your 3 smoothies? Did you have your tab 3 times a day? Did you have your aloe and your active fiber and your tea? Whatever your goals are. And your sleep, you know, are you getting that 7-8 hours a night? And if not, awesome. Okay, tomorrow, maybe you got a 7 out of, say, all of them. Let's aim for 8. It's just about improving that little bit more. And I do this for all areas, your lifestyle, your finances, your career, emotional, so for yourself, how you're feeling about yourself, because that's the most important thing, and relationships around you. It could be with a partner, it could be your family. And then obviously, you know, going through, I suppose, your action plan in the business is sitting down and, you know, you'll hear this concept, your why. And with this, I want you to just write out, firstly, why you're here. Whatever it comes to your head, just write it. Don't overthink it. You know, why you do Herbalife, why you're committing to trainings, you know, why you're taking this path of having a business part-time, full-time, you know, around your kids. And then think about if everything you wanted in life could happen, like, and you had to take certain steps each day for 5 years and you know that's going to happen, what is it out of those things that's going to drive you on the hardest days ever, on days that you just don't want to get out of bed, you know, just think of the worst thing that could happen. What is it that's going to drive you to keep going so, you know, you can achieve those big goals that you have? Your why needs to be so strong, and sometimes it takes time and it will change. You know, when I first started, my why was to get Clay out the Navy, and then it happened and I was like so comfortable, so happy, so grateful. But then what was my next step? And it took me a long time to find and really realize what my why was. And you can have a certain amount, but it has to be something that, you know, if you were like at that stage and you were like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, or something's happening or whatever, it's going to go, you go, well, it doesn't matter because I can't quit. I can't leave because of this, because this means so much to me that I've got to just get over myself. I've got to grow. I've got to just fall down a million times. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to just do it. I'm going to help more people, and I'm going to go out there and talk to people with a smile. I'm going to be grateful, whatever it is. Okay. So I really want you to think about that. That's going to be part of your homework. Okay, so some ways that you can, you know, visualize is huge for me, like visualization. So vision boards are just absolutely key for your goals and your dreams. You know, some of these things I've just put up here, like Bangkok, for example. This is the first year me and Clay have been able to go together. We're not staying together, which is really funny, just because it really was a last minute decision. But we're going, and usually he's working, or last year we were moving. So yeah, we made that decision because we know that's going to grow our business. You know, certificates, like putting certificates up of your pins. You know, I've always wanted to live near the beach. Now we do. We know we're starting a fit club up here. You know, the royalty thing, we've got our photo up there, like whatever it is for you. So promotions, have them in front of you. Okay, this is all part of goal setting, visualization. But what's going to happen for your homework is you're going to write down 50 goals for the year. All right, 10 for the month and 5 for the week. All right, so at the end of this call, we'll go through all of that. So now we're going to talk about, I guess, inventory, personal inventory on the products. So what what you're not using, you can't really share. Like for me, I know if I'm not using a certain product, I'm consciously not going to be like, oh, I'm going to talk to someone about Herbalife line even though I haven't used it myself. You're going to talk about products that you're using. So like I'm really smashing the sports program at the moment. So I have so many new results and so many new things I tell people about that because that's coming from me. So you know, when you have a result or you have a product, and, you know, we just made some like protein bar cookies the other day, and we're sharing that at the kickoff the other day, and we had like 6 people write down this recipe. So certain things that you do, if you share that with others, you know, you can help them. So what I want you guys to do is print out this. So if you go into my herbalife.com, my office, distribute documents, it's called your customer order form. And it has every single product you can order from the warehouse, and I want you to just go through and tick anything you're not using, and I want you to be really precise. All right, and I want you to think of flavors and stuff. So like I know at one point I was like, oh yeah, I use everything, but then I was like, oh, actually I probably have more the vanilla almond and the lemon citrus protein bars over the chopped peanut, or you know, maybe I use more the body wash over the soap, whatever it is. But then I was like, all right, so just tick everything I don't have, like be honest again with yourself, and order it. And what will happen is, you know I had a client who just fell in love with the lemon lime blast lift off, and I was always like, but I love orange. But hey, you're going to have people who love lemon lime, so use everything. And, you know, sometimes, like when I got the choc peanut protein bars, yeah, cool, they're delicious. Like sometimes you just haven't had something for a while and you have it, and then it's like when you have a smoothie, and like I hadn't had a chocolate Formula 1 in ages. Like I was just so in love with chocolate and berry, and I had a chocolate the other day and I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with chocolate shake again. So it's just so cool. So tick off everything that you're currently not using and make a plan to just order. So even it's like one thing every pay, just order it, and, you know, think about how it's affected you, the taste and everything, so you can share that with someone. All right, before and after photos, This is key, all right? I know it's sometimes really embarrassing. So I've lost 10 kilos on the products, totally reshaped, like 150 centimeters. I'm currently doing a lot of strength training, so I'm actually kind of in between maintenance and gaining with the products. So that's been totally different for me, but I started weight loss, and these products are just amazing. You can use them so many different ways, but a photo really does speak 1,000 words. I have so many photos. I take them all the time. Your body shape changes, my skin. So just be really aware of this. And what I'd love you guys to do is to do a brand new photo, especially if you haven't done one in a while. And let's do another one at the end of the month, yeah? 4 weeks. What can we achieve with these incredible products? So this is going to be part of your homework as well. Packaging your story. Packaging what you're passionate about. So for example, I've lost over 10 kilos, but for me, when I started, what actually hit me emotionally was the fact that I had a full night's sleep. So I used to toss and turn like 5-6 times a night, and that was just something I got used to. And on 1 week on my Ultimate Nutrition program, I had a full night's sleep, and it was like I was reborn. It just changed my whole life. Like I stopped having to have 8 cups of coffee a day. You know, I didn't have any pre-workouts anymore at the gym. I just had this energy. I didn't need nano naps. I started enjoying exercise again because I had the energy. So that for me, I love to share with people. That when I talk to people and share my results and I share that, people feel that passion. They feel how much that's changed my life. I feel great that I've lost weight, and I know that's a big part sometimes of what we share in Herbalife. But I was talking about this the other day, is share what hit you. Okay, share, it wasn't you, maybe it was your sister. Maybe it was the fact that you helped your sister lose 23 kilos, and that was just like, wow, I was able to do that being a part of Herbalife. So whatever it is for you, I want you to think about that. But when you're packaging your story, think about what's happened for you, obviously. But also when you're out there in the marketplace, like share what hits the heart, because people go off how you like the feeling, the vibe. So if it's something and you're just like, oh yeah, like I use Herbalife and I have so much energy and I feel awesome, like they're like, oh, okay, cool. Where you're like, man, like seriously, like I used to, toss and turn like 5 times a night. Like it just affected my nutrition, everything. Like I had a full night's sleep. Like I seriously felt like I was reborn. Like people were like, whoa, that's so cool. Or like I toss and turn too, all of that sort of stuff. So this is sort of the layout of it. So maybe take a screenshot or write it down. So I want to say your name. Before you found your community, you were overweight, underweight, had terrible sleep, terrible acne, whatever it is for you, or maybe you were active at the gym and you were looking for some sports supplements, you suffered from whatever it was, you started your nutrition program, and you felt your energy increase on day 2, day 3, and now and the best part is whatever it is for you, and I feel incredible. But just remember, obviously individual results may vary, no disclaimers. If there's anything that's happened for you, just don't ever say it cured or it took it away or language like that. Just say things like, oh, my symptoms improved, I felt better, I noticed this, just be really careful of that. And if you're not sure about that, just speak to your coach and they'll be able to help you. The same for your business, for your income. It's really important to track your income. Like we had a story the other day last week, and she made $120 last month, and one of her boys started soccer or some sort of sport, and it cost $120 a month. And she was able to do that because of Herbalife. Like I was like, wow, that's unbelievable, right? That's life-changing for her. She's been able to give that to a kid, where before she'd have to find that $120 out of the income they had, maybe cut back on something. So don't ever feel like your income isn't good enough. Like every dollar we make is from indirectly or directly helping someone. I love that. Okay, every volume point, every person. Okay, so your name, before you found your community, what did you do? I was in the Navy. I worked 17-hour days. I became involved because I was actively looking for something for time freedom. I work my business full-time or part-time, and now I make blah, blah, blah every week, every month. And this income has changed my life. How? I'm able to go on a holiday. I'm able to make an extra $2,000 a month extra to do what I want, buy shoes, whatever, yeah? And this is great. This, I'm under 30, I can do this. So whatever that is for you, just promote that, and also your lifestyle. Because the impact of you sharing your story, oh my gosh, guys, you have no idea where that can lead you. And, from the activity you did today, I mean, I have people calling me from Cairns, and I haven't lived there for over 2 years from the activity that I've done. So sometimes there's a delayed reaction with what you do. There's some really cool photos in here. Like I've got some of the crew here from, that was us driving. I think we did a road trip to Townsville. So we didn't have SDSs over there. We only had kickoffs. And we didn't complain about it. We just made the most of what we had, yeah? We just did it. We got together. We shared about the products. We shared about the pay plan, and we helped people. And this was Mad About Nutrition. So this was the club that the first sort of introduction for me into the business. And everything I learned there, I just duplicated when I moved over to Adelaide, and I just taught to these guys here. I was able to qualify for the Future Meal Team Retreat, be around just like some incredible leaders. Like I learned so much from that. I made a really good friend, a Get Team member, Emily Main. This is me doing flyers in my street in Cairns, like up at 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, doing my 90-day plans. Sometimes you have goals and then you hit them and you're just like, wow, like that actually happened. It's crazy. I was able to pay for a dinner for our team. We've been able to do a few really cool stuff, being able to give back to them to show what, their work means to us. Every single one of these guys are out there helping people. We also got to qualify. This was our first ever 5K club, which, we're around like this Joanna Greno, Jess and Gav Morgan, Gary de Brabiner, Mike, like Julie Paul Chalmers, Alan Blackmore, like people in this room. This is about, our first year in business, teaching us and, helping us with our numbers and understanding how to move from World Team to Active World Team to beyond. So everything you do matters. Now, talking to people, this is absolutely key to grow your business. So, this is obviously in all your books, but people, like most of us have social media now. So your Facebook, your Instagram, your phone, who you live near, who you go to school with, who your kids go to school with. Just get a notepad and just start writing a list, all right? So we want to have at least 300 people. You're going to start this for your homework as well. I love this picture. What people think it looks like, you just get to the top and what it really looks like. But guys, I tell you what, it's so worth it. And all of those little squiggly lines and things, they grow you so much. They teach you, so when you have team, you can be like, all right, I know what you're going through. I went through that too. And you can help them even more. All right, so for the next 90 days, I want you to fill out, your diary, or you can print out a 90-day planner. You can get them on Google, or I can, send you the link in the message. Just, Monday night calls. We've got obviously the Coach Academy. So just fill this in your diary so you don't have anything come up. Just take priority. And I want you to set a couple of non-negotiables. So the first non-negotiable should be an STS, or if you don't have an STS, your kickoff, okay? So one event a month. And what are you doing? Are you going to a fit club or a shake party or something that's in your community that you can plug into? And obviously we've got the bigger events as well. So just plug in that depending on your goals, plan ahead. Daily itinerary, set your times for what you're doing. This is just a picture of one of my diaries. Put it in there, work it out for you. And, this is a great example for you to follow, for you putting in your activity. If you work part-time or even full-time, if you can't do something every day, maybe you have 2 days a week that you can just devote to your business, and you can, really go hard on that. So again, just talk to your upline and they will help you, set that through. And it's important too to put in time for yourself, time for your family, that sort of thing as well, not just your business. So this is really cool. So income. So one customer per week on advanced program as a supervisor is around $156 profit. So if we talk 50 weeks and you get 50 customers, that's around $7,800 a month. Put your hand up if that would change your life or your family's life. Yeah? Imagine that in a year. It's nearly $100,000. Like some people don't even make $30,000 a year and they're working full time. This is what's possible, guys. And it's all about duplication. It's all about finding some people who have some goals, and sometimes you have to go through a fair few people to find some people. And sometimes you think you found people and then you haven't. And that's okay. Everyone goes through stuff. Life happens. And you just got to know what you want, and you just got to go for it. Help lots and lots of people, and eventually you'll find the right ones. 4,000, 15,000, 76,000. I know where I want to be. And it's just helping more people. It's more impact, more work, getting out your comfort zone, growing, and, doing it over and over again. All right. So 2 distributors, 4 customers, and 1 event or SDS. All right. So that's sort of the baseline. If you haven't, been working with a coach, this is a really great way to have a look. But basically it's about you starting to build your customer base. This will happen by you using the products, sharing your results out in the community. And, your mentor and coach can help you get those clients to find you some members, and then they'll get some clients, and it will, move up to that 500 volume points. And we've got now that active member program. You can get an awesome blender. It's just so cool. So your homework. So this is really cool. I can't wait to hear. You guys are going to be sharing next week. So make sure you write this down, take a screenshot. We're going to be listening to the Millionaire training tapes this time. Oh, these are just life-changing. If you haven't listened to them, I can't wait to hear what you get from them. So that's all in the Herbie Dream Team page. Like I said, you're going to do your goals, 50 yearly, 10 monthly, and 5 weekly. Fill in your daily itinerary, all right, and share in the group. Also your events coming up. I want you to order at least 1 new Herbalife product, and I want you to take a selfie and share how it's helped you. Start that COI list, all right? So no prejudging. That's the biggest thing, okay? Just write their name down. And we're going to focus on 2 brand new customers this month, okay? So just 2, nothing massive. You guys are probably all going to smash this, which is fantastic, but let's just smash it, all right? So let's help at least 2 people. And I want you to post your feedback in our little message group. I hope you guys have got some value from tonight. And the very best thing you can do for the whole world is to make the most of yourself. Okay, so you've got a bit of homework to do. Get that done. Like, even just set aside, half an hour a night. If you can't get it done, just try not to do it all at once. Like, just take it out, especially with the Millionaire training tapes. Do that in a place where you can write some notes, because I want you guys to really share on that. And I can't wait to see you guys all next week. Obviously, there's some guys on here on the recording. I want you guys to share as well, when you guys have listened. And I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday night. Thank you so much for being on. Mwah!